Okay, so I'm having a weird moment of kind of realizing why I think it's been so hard to like manifest shifting. I don't know if it's going to help other people or if it's just pertaining to me, but I'm going to say it anyway. For reference, today is Thursday. On Saturday, I was having a conversation with a friend where I was talking about a period of my life like 10 years ago where I had these two best friends who I don't really speak to anymore and haven't considered like friends of mine in many years. And I kind of was just like sitting and thinking about that time in my life and how we don't really talk anymore. And how like in theory I missed when things were really simple, you know, because I was 15 and it's a lot more complicated now. 2 days later on Monday night, one of those girls starts a conversation with me on Facebook on an old status that we had posted 10 years ago together and was talking to me like into the night that night. 2 days later, last night, on Wednesday night, the other girl that I had been talking about on Saturday randomly contacts me in the middle of the night. And I couldn't for the life of me fathom how I had accidentally manifested the fact that these girls would reach out to me just because I was like reminiscing like 4 days ago about these girls. And yesterday I was kind of just like sitting and thinking about how like I really could use some money right now. And then today I got my first order on my Etsy shop. And I for the life of me couldn't figure out how these things somehow could be manifested out of the blue and kind of on accident, but shifting wasn't being manifested even though I've been doing it for months. But I think it finally occurred to me. Yes, it's okay to have doubts when it comes to shifting, especially if you haven't done it yet. But I think somewhere subconsciously in my mind, two people in this reality who I never ever speak to reaching out to me was a plausible thing with the right set of events and the right reasons. And spontaneously coming into money, even though I have no source of income really and hadn't gotten any orders on my Etsy shop yet, could potentially happen with the right set of circumstances. To my subconscious mind, these things seemed plausible or possible. And there is still some part of my brain that even though I believe in shifting and I believe other people when they say they are shifting, some part of my brain still thinks it's a giant joke and that it's not real and that I'm being punked. And I have like reflected on this all day, and I really feel like I will stop hitting the block I've been hitting when my brain grasps onto the concept that this really is a thing that's just as possible as old friends reaching out to me. Just guessing.
'Cause you are the piece of me I wish I didn't need, chasing relentlessly, still fighting, I don't know why. If our love is tragedy, why are you my remedy? If our love insanity, why are you my clarity?
I'm having a shifting crisis. Creator that is tagged in the description, who is an amazing shifting content creator. If you don't follow them, please do. C is amazing and hilarious and has really wonderful stories and is very helpful in advice videos and stuff like that. But they were doing a video when they were talking about shifters being scared to go to the wrong DR the first time that they shift. And mentioned in their video that the first time they ever shifted, it was to like a one-off, which I believe their wording was that they described it as like, it was Hogwarts, but it was like kind of off, kind of wrong, not really correct. And I'm scared that that happened to me and that I may not have realized that I shifted many moons ago. The experience I'm about to tell you about, I really thought was a lucid dream. But I remember feeling everything and it seemed very real. And I even did my reality checks and like I had this right amount of fingers and like I felt things. And like it was Hogwarts, but everything was off. My room didn't look like how it was supposed to. The outside of the castle didn't look how it was supposed to. McGonagall looked like a different person, but Dumbledore looked correct. And there was a bunch of students, but their uniforms looked wrong. But I was aware I was in Hogwarts. And I remember waking up, but before I opened my eyes, I felt something under me that like wasn't my CR bed. And I remember getting up and like walking around and like opening a dresser that was in my room and like seeing clothes inside, and like everything was kind of like off and not correct. But I didn't think I was dreaming. I was aware enough to be like, oh my god, I shifted. And then I ended up going and like having an argument with Dumbledore, but I started to wonder if maybe I have been having a dream because it was really choppy. And then in order to get out, I didn't do my safe word or my safe action. Like a random lever was like on the wall, and I just like pulled it and was like, I want to get out of here. Like mentally I said it. And then I woke up in my bed. I had been attempting to shift, and I had woken up like an hour later and was like, this is not working, I'm just tired. And then I rolled back over and went to sleep after waking up. And when I went to sleep the second time, that was when I had this experience that I thought was lucid dreaming about shifting. And now I'm wondering if I shifted or if it was actually a lucid dream. Because this was several months ago, and I haven't properly shifted since then at all. And I don't remember what I did then in order to do this, really, like the first time that I fell asleep that night. And now I'm having trouble discerning whether I shifted to the wrong DR or if it was just like the most lucid, vivid dream ever. And I'm really confused now. I'm replying to this in a video instead of doing it in a comment because it just is easier. I have trouble remembering. That's the screwed up part. My memory is already so shot because of years of childhood trauma and ADHD, which messed with my memory really bad. But from what I remember, it moved normally. My dreams always kind of like skip, almost like you've hit a button on a remote. And this flowed correctly. And like there was monotonous normal shit in it. I woke up in bed, but I was laying upside down on my bed, which is a habit I sometimes wake up with in my CR because I roll until I'm at the end of the bed. But the room did not look like how I'd envisioned or planned out, and like the bedding was this really weird, ugly color, and a really uncomfortable like pillow was under me. It was really weird. And there was 4 dressers that were back to back, almost making up a square in the middle of a blank room, except for the bed and these 4 dressers. And I remember that the reason that I was like, oh my god, I shifted, is I was laying there with my eyes closed, and it was almost like I had just woken up but hadn't opened my eyes yet, and I could feel the weird material of this pillow that was under me. And I even remember the color. It was like a very specific, like silky old lady pink. Like the kind of pink that's on like every interior in a Florida house. And I got up and I walked around these 4 dressers, opened one, and it had nothing but underwear in it. And then there was an open doorway on the other side of the room, and then like a closed door off to the right. I walked over to the closed door, and it led directly into a classroom of like angry first years. I got confused, so I promptly closed the door, turned back to the dresser, and just kind of was like walking around it, trying to understand why there was 4 dressers back to back in the middle of this room, and then like an old person's bed that I just gotten out of. But like I had this feeling in me, I'm like, but I live in this room, like it's my room. It doesn't make any sense, but it's my room. And then a woman who had dark hair and was McGonagall's age, but didn't look like McGonagall, who was wearing like McGonagall's clothes, walked in and started talking to me like she knew me. And I asked who she was, and she was like, it's Minerva. Like, how long did you sleep? Like, are you drunk? What's happening? But also, her accent was wrong. But I was like, okay. And I remember specifically my brain was like, you shifted to the books or something. Like, that she looks wrong. But like, also her accent was wrong. And then she told me that Albus wanted to talk to me, and I followed her out, and I remember it taking several minutes to walk to him. And then having like a paced step-by-step argument with this man when I got there. And I got yeeted out by pulling on like a lever from the ceiling. Like, to me, this was several minutes long.
Thank you so much to me. I'm losing touch, get me served on a silver platter after seconds. Tell me I'm a god, I'm lost in no facade. Pushing off the ground at all times, I think I'm feeling odd. No matter what I make, they never see mistakes. Making so much bread, I don't care that they're just being paid. They tell me you're below me, I act like I'm above, and they go point together, all I know be lost without their love. He always been faking me out, can't make you happy,
greed, anger and boredom. We'll dance and sing till sundown and feast with abandon. We'll sleep when the morning comes and we'll rise by the sound of the bird song.
I can't do this anymore.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in my face. Tell me that you love me even though it's fucking fake. I don't fucking care at all. And you've been out all night, I don't know where you've been. You're probably getting fucked, you're probably getting. Let me get this clear, 'cause I had no
If I smile with my teeth, bet you believe me. If I smile with my teeth, I'm so sick of myself. Rather be anyone else. Jealousy. It's so cool, you. Hands up, hands high. Don't go screaming if I blow you with the. Your mind is a stream of colors, extending beyond the sky.
But rumor has it he's the one I'm leaving you for.
Rumor has it.
The one I'm leaving you for.
Rumor has it.
Don't swim, you'll drown, but don't move, honey. So perfect standing there in my American Apparel underwear, and I pretty lies. Look me in my face. Tell me that you love me even though it's fucking fake. I don't fucking care at all. And you've been out all night. I don't know where you've been. You're probably getting fucked. You're probably getting...
I see so many POVs talking about, like, you know, you shift for the last time after, you know, getting a partner in your CR. And I just am so confused because my partner knows all about it and is like, you better go shift. You better go do... Like, she, like, wants me to go and, like, fall in love with my comfort characters and, like, wants me to go on adventures to all of these places that don't exist here. And I'm like, y'all really gonna stop? I'm gonna go. So in the interest of sharing stuff that happens that is shifting related, I've been trying to do, like, a little experiment with myself where every time that I saw angel numbers, I would take a picture of it for a matter of a week because I wanted to see how often I was seeing them. And today is the last day of that, so from, like, you know, the last 7 days, and I've counted, I've seen angel numbers 33 times in the last week. I don't know if that's a lot, but, like, it was significant to me that it kept happening. And right after I sent a message to my sister telling her that I was like, you know what, I think I'm going to try to shift to a waiting room tonight instead of to my DR, that because I have a couple different DRs, and I'm like, I want to be able to, like, make a decision once I know I've actually shifted somewhere. 10 minutes after that or less, I saw another angel number, and it was only 15 minutes after I'd seen a previous angel number.
Waves been faking me out. Can't make you happy or not. Sometimes all I think about is you. Sour, I'm just smoking something much lighter. She asked me if I do this every day. I said often. That's how many times she wrote the word. It's down to do it either way. Often, baby, I can make that rain. If I do this every day, I said often. That's how many times she wrote the wave. Not so often. It's down to do it either way. Often, baby, I can make that rain.
If y'all think I ain't about to shift to Ocean's 8 at some point so that I can hook up with Lou Miller, you are wrong.
So
Nothing is funnier for me than seeing edits of characters from Harry Potter. And there's people in the comments being like, that's my father in my DR. And just seeing like 12 bitches be like, I'm trying to be your stepmother. I just kind of need to share this. I was so hopeful and young. Out of me how much I'm seeing angel numbers. Like I was kind of seeing them like a little bit here and there, and then I kind of she's so hopeful. To the universe, like universe, when I'm close to shifting, please can you show me a lot of angel numbers like all the time, girl. Like 2.5, 3 days ago, and for the last 2. This was literally a year ago. Numbers everywhere. This was a year ago. When it's at angel numbers, I'm seeing videos when the I still haven't shifted out here believing. I'm seeing videos where the comments are at angel numbers. I'm even seeing hashtags. Bitch, you're still seeing a shit ton of angel numbers, but you didn't go anywhere. This is sad.
Dreaming keeps you from seeing what's right here in front of you. This isn't a dream. This is the real world.
I don't want to be in the real world.
Tears of gold for you. I sit here proud for you.
My mother once told me that bad news was just good news in disguise.
Was this before she abandoned you?
Yes, it was.
Go ahead and tell everybody I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man. Yes, I am, yes, I am, yes, I am.
Do I always make a point of scripting in every script I have, no matter the universe, that my significant others will never ever cheat on me? Yes. Is it because there was a span of like 2 months on Shifttok where everybody's shifting stories on the For You page was them getting cheated on and now I'm paranoid? Hell yes.
Professor, is this all real? Or is it just happening inside my head?
Of course it's happening inside your head, Harry. Why should that mean that it's not real?
Put a price on emotion. Looking for something to buy. You got my devotion, but man, I can hate you sometimes.
Everybody trying to figure out your recipe. I'm just trying to get a piece, baby. I know that you wanna get crazy, crazy. Shorty, take it slow, then chitty chit. Everybody trying to figure out your recipe. I'm just trying to get a piece, baby. I know that you wanna get crazy, crazy. Shorty, take it slow, then chitty chit.
Beat that, I don't wanna be it. Hey, but no one not ask me. I need me. help but love you, even though I try not to. I can't help but want you. I know that I die without you. I can't help but be wrong in the dark, 'cause I'm overcome in this war of hearts. I can't help but want oceans to part, 'cause I'm overcome in this war of hearts.
Don't swim, you'll drown, but don't move, honey.
So perfect standing there in my American Apparel underwear, and I know.
Oh my god, just shut the fuck up.
As far as he wants them to, you know, like some dark directing shit.
I believe in you.
I believe you should fuck off!
Poetry, beauty, romance, love. These are what we stay alive for. Make our lives extraordinary.
Dreaming keeps you from seeing what's right here in front of you. This isn't a dream. This is the real world.
I don't want to be in the real world. I want to be with them.
Ladies, oh, never, 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 never. If she do it good, I do it better. Do it better.
Yeah, I'm fresher than a motherfucker. Okay. Okay.
I've always liked to play with fire. Fire. I've always liked.
Wait, is this fucking play about us?